Oh, wait, what happened?
Oh, I'm
Hey,
here. There we are.
okay. There was
Yeah.
like two of you on the thing. I was confused.
Wow. What's
Hey,
going
what's
on?
up? Girl Chat Sports, Mo and Mel here on a Wednesday. Lots to go over. We're glad everyone's tapping in. I
Yeah.
know that you may listen to us on your favorite podcast app, but we are a very visual show. So we always encourage you to watch on YouTube, watch on our Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel at Girl Chat Sports. We're also going live on Instagram. So if
We're on the
you,
IG
you know,
live right now, so tap
make
in.
it happen, make it
Yeah,
happen.
that's right. Shoot.
But yeah, so a lot's been going on.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into a lot. I had to kind of like dry my tears when I get into the Luka back at Dallas. It was very emotional.
Oh,
Like that man was never leaving Dallas. Let's just say that he was never leaving Dallas. But Lakers ended up getting that win. We'll talk about it a little bit. March Madness came and went. We got a new men's
yeah.
championship. Florida, we don't know how Houston messed this one up. I mean, they were pretty much leading the entire time, up by 12 points at one point. And
Right.
Florida had two possessions with like a less than a minute left. Couldn't let it go. Couldn't happen.
And
Right.
Houston ran out of timeouts too in that towards that in the fourth quarter too. But it's like they had
Right.
seconds left and they kind of held the ball, dropped it. They kind of fiddled around with it playing. Like they get nervous.
I mean, I ain't
don't
mad
know.
at it. My little $5 parlay earlier in like January paid off. However, it's just kind of like, wait, what happened?
No, I lost money on that game. I'm really upset because I really had Florida slated to win when it came down to it. Like I said, they led by 12 most of the game, and then for that to just happen, it was just kind of crazy. Like what? Yeah,
It's kind of wild.
yeah,
I
it
don't
is.
know. I
Yeah,
just
but it was a fast match, madness, though, right? Like it
it
went
went
by
by
fast.
super fast.
It did.
And
It
it
wasn't like
wasn't
it was a long tourney at all. I mean, we were already like Sweet 16, then Elite 8, then Final Four, then here we are championship on both sides, on the women's and the men. So I was like, oh my God, this is just hitting so fast.
it was a lot. One thing that I didn't notice, but I saw this was pretty cool. Both their head coaches had Jordans on for the final, which
Oh, nice. I didn't notice that either. That's dope.
good look. It was a good little look. Good look. Got
Threes
them
and fours,
fires
threes
on.
and fours, like that. Okay.
But the women, so here's the deal.
Yes.
We were highly anticipating the Sweet 16 was good, the Elite 8 got good.
Yeah.
Final Four championship. The numbers fell. They weren't as big as last year, of course, and you can say whatever excuse you want to say,
Yeah.
but the games just weren't, they were more dominating. Like they were winning by a lot. It wasn't as great. There wasn't, of course, there was a lot of media hype on it too. But yeah, so the women won. UConn, of course, Paige, we already knew was going to get her championship banner before she left.
Right.
So,
pretty much I picked UConn all
is.
the way. We just knew this was her final season. She had the MCL, ACL tears, hadn't played.
Right.
This is kind of like we predicted it,
I'm sorry, but UConn coach, he trumps any Brady, Jordan, any kind of.
Rings,
I mean, Geno got crazy rings, and I didn't realize that him and his assistant coach had been together this entire 40 years.
I had no idea either. And that's awesome.
I didn't realize until they were talking. I was like, no way. Are you serious? The entire time? That's wild. That's like longer than marriage.
Right. That is a marriage to a certain degree. Like they're your partners for a while.
A lot.
And most college coaches don't have assistants that long. They usually go on and they do other things and they retire out. I mean, this is 40 years. None of them looked at the retirement aspect of it after 25. Like, kept it going. So, congrats to them. Congrats. They played up. They played well. I felt like South Carolina did not play their best game. I think it was very frustrating for Dawn. They did show that a lot. The cameras were like waiting to pan to Dawn, and when she was screaming the F and just getting frustrated, it's because her team just was not.
They were not there. They had been playing, but they had struggled in a couple games throughout through the play or
they did
the brackets.
They did.
So they lost a key player,
right? It was a big.
Yeah, but South Carolina's going to be there again next year. I mean, it's no big deal. But we all knew Paige. It's her 5th year. She's heading the league.
Right.
She was bringing that puppy home.
Yeah.
So Yeah, that was good. We also need to listen. So between Paige and Buckers and Fudd, they all had over 100 points each within the final NCAA tourney, which hasn't happened since Maya Moore, Tina Charles, and Montgomery did it back in 2009. Sarah Strong is a freshman. She is a freshman. She had like a 20-some point game. She had averaged 19 points in the. I mean, she's amazing. And they were calling her Baby Jokic, and I'm pretty sure that's really it's crazy. It's crazy.
It is. But you love to see it, and I know Kia Stokes, former Aces player, UConn, was probably very happy that she was there. Asia had put out a cute little tweet because you had SC against UConn, and that was their little teammate rivalry type thing. And so, I don't know, maybe she'll get this win and be a champion in her own right. Have this mentality going into the season, possibly.
I don't know. Well,
I feel inspired. Who knows?
I'm just waiting to see if she's gonna make Asia wear some UConn gear.
I want to know that too. I want to see if that.
I don't know if she has it deep down in her to do it, but I hope she does. Because Asia be doing that to everybody. She already got Chelsea going. She's. I feel like it would be good to see that from her. So
it would. That would be cute.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. And I really need to give it up to the little Asian sis, okay? Because listen, Caitlin Chen winning a championship in the Ivy League, transferring to UConn, and then all of her Princeton teammates came out to watch her win that game. So she's a two-time champ.
Really. I love it. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
We also have the transfer. We've talked about the transfer portal. There's a lot of women that have been going in it. The women have been in the transfer portal. Okay, so far, we already know Olivia Mills heading to TCU from Notre Dame. Tania Lawson, she was the D1 leading scorer for FSU. She is heading to South Carolina. So, Dawn got her another one.
Right.
If you guys are watching the USC team, especially once Juju took that fall, this freshman here, Avery Howell, she went off in some of those games. A freshman. She's joining the Huskies. So we got to give that for her. Yeah. Big time.
Yeah. I figured that was going to be some moves making.
Oh, and it's not even done. This is only the first week out. So we'll see what happens. I know Dejanay had mentioned, she thinks there should be a one-time transfer rule. Like you get one freebie. After that, you got a redshirt a year, or you have to, what you say?
Graduate.
You have to use the graduate, sit out for the first one. I mean, I think it's fair to have one.
I'm not mad at that because, like I said, the transfer portal on both the men's and women's sports side is a little out of control, and there's no limitations to it. There's no, you know what I mean? Like, it's a little out of control, if you will. So
I mean, I'm all for chasing the NIL deals, finding what's best for you, but like a lot of these freshmen at UCLA and USC all left or all in the transfer portal. Now they can go back to their teams as well too, but. I mean, goodness gracious. It's a lot
it's a little out of control. It gets a little crazy. So they need to have some kind of stipulations on that for sure.
I know, a lot of movement. Hey, what's up, Kente? Thanks for checking in. We appreciate you. Yeah. So, and then we also Alex Ochekin has now replaced Wayne Gretzky with the most career goals in NHL history, 895. He might even have more by now, but this was on Sunday.
Right.
What's crazy is he already, there was a ESPN 30 for 30 on him already about what he's been through in his career, through injuries. I mean, he's been in the league. Him and Wayne Gretzky literally got to the same point in the same amount of games. So it wasn't like some crazy, you've been playing for this long or that he got the same amount of games. They got the same amount of goals. So it's pretty cool. What I didn't realize is that during the Sue Bird and Diana Taurasi show, which was not good this year compared to previous, I think they were monitoring their drinking, maybe. I don't know. It wasn't as good. But during their show, they mentioned when they first started playing overseas, they played in Russia, and their coach, and they ended up finding out that she was Ovechkin's mom.
Oh, wow.
Because she was telling them, oh, yeah, my son plays hockey. And they were like, oh, okay, whatever. Come to find out, boom.
It's Ovechkin's mom. Awesome. Gotta love that. And what's crazy is Wayne Gretzky was ready, and he was there, and he gladly was able to pass that torch on to him.
He was like, "Here, have it." Yes,
hey,
I mean that kind of work. 895
goals,
and that's like it was like over 1,400 or over. I think it was 1,300 or 1,400 games or games played, which is a lot.
It is
a lot.
Yeah,
I don't know, wild. We also got to talk about the new LeBron doll coming out.
Barbie, as we know it as
LeKEN got him in his signature varsity jacket. He's got a gold watch, sunglasses, Beats, Nike sneakers, his I Promise wristband. I mean, they literally detailed everything. Got his little fanny pack, a hat that's removable. It's legit. $75.
$75. But here's the thing. This is the most accurately depicted person in a Ken doll. Like they made it to the T, and they admitted to that because I remember
these and the pants he got on.
Yeah,
here's a quick video.
But the facial features, everything looks just like it. It's just like the Michael Jackson doll. When the Michael Jackson doll came out, that was a Barbie affiliated thing. It did not look like Mike. They had the beaded jacket. They had all the different versions of it, but the facial and all that was not Mike to a certain degree. This is LeBron.
Check out his reaction to the doll. They actually got him on video reacting.
Oh, he dope. Oh, that's so cool. This is so dang old cool. Just a kid from Akron, got his beat headphones. Could take a, oh my goodness, that's dope. Oh man. Got his LeBron James We Are Family Foundation t-shirt on underneath. The Letterman. I Promise wristband on now. Can't go nowhere without that. IPS. Okay, now we're official. We're ready. I mean, he might need to do a little lift and legs look a little skinny. A little frail little fella.
He's saying that it's not to scale. So,
well,
but
know,
it looks
even the
good.
Barbie, the legs were skinny. Like, look at the Barbie dolls, the legs were kind of skinny.
My question is, when you take that hat off, what head are we looking at? Are we looking at the LeBron James Cavs Miami? Are we looking at the LA Lakers LeBron head?
I think they gave him a full head of hair. Honestly, let's be real. I think they were kind. I don't think
they weren't going to do him like that. They weren't going to do him like that.
I think they gave him a little hair, but $75. I'm sure once it hits the stores, it's pretty much.
So here's the deal: those come out April 14th, which is Monday.
Right.
They are releasing on the Mattel site as well as Target, which we know we're still not shopping at. So please don't. And other online retailers. So you might want to just start searching what other online, maybe find your local toy store. I don't know, or just go to Mattel. Mattel website sells them. Yeah, I'm sure they're going to be going for that, resale price later on of crazy money.
And I'm telling you, it's a frenzy because when the Aaliyah doll came out, I didn't even get a chance to click add carts. It was gone. Like all these dolls that they highlight for Barbie and Mattel, you go to the website, it's like, no, gone. So it's going to be a frenzy when it comes to this. Yeah.
Kente said LeBron's cool, but he's more interested in that Curry doll. I don't know if they go. Maybe they do.
You know what? This may set the trend for a lot of the players, but if they don't do that, they need to circle back and do a Michael Jordan one. I don't care. I said what I said. Like
they got to have a Michael Jordan one.
They got to do a few of them. Yeah, I want to see a few of them then. If you're going to do collectibles,
I will be with my alarm set for the Michael Jordan doll. Yeah, but he is the first athlete to get a Ken doll. So there could definitely
I don't think he's going to be the last. I think this is a great look on Barbie's
and I think they're really hitting a market that, Barbie only sells to certain ages. But if you make an athlete as a doll, those are going to sell to all ages because most people want those for collector items. They want to give them to whomever. Like you're selling,
like all the Barbies are like great collectibles when they do these specialty ones. Like I have the C's Barbie, and they have a lot of actors Barbies, and they have a lot of Barbies that you didn't even know.
I have the Centennial one, and I think I have the Japan one too. So yeah, there's a lot of good Barbies out there.
You don't $75, man. Listen, I don't know. That's a little pricey, and I wouldn't want to resell it, but it is.
Is that before the tariffs or after the tariffs?
Well, that too. Shoot, end up after taxes and fees, $125.
I mean, because I'm assuming Mattel, they're not made in the States, so Hopefully they're already here.
Just make enough for people. Make enough to make somebody that's a LeBron fan in this era's dreams come true. That's all.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We got a couple jugadores. Okay. So, and here to give credit, I didn't get the new picture up. It was in my phone. So Zion had like this love triangle going on. Zion Williams, people have been talking about him playing around more than he does play on the court.
Yeah.
There was this love triangle. His most recent baby's mother, Akima Love, where I did see their picture of them together, and she definitely looks different than this. So I will get. Okay. She looks good. Maybe this was
I see the beauty potential, but this is like, you have to understand, this is the psycho mugshot.
This is the psycho mugshot, and she's doing psycho things. She's already egged the other woman's house back in March, which you're wasting good eggs. Let's start there. Number one.
Yeah.
She's already left her threatening messages on Instagram. Apparently, she was not allowed access to Zion's home, but somehow still had a key and re-entered it on Sunday when this other Zion Love person was there in the house and like got busy with her, like had a fist of keys she threw at her, pulled her hair, broke her nails. She had scratches on her face. Anyways, long story short, she got picked up, had a $50,000 bond, and yeah.
And the fact that she's pregnant fighting, like the baby is already.
No, she had his baby
she had it already?
in November or earlier in the year. She had the baby a few weeks ago. Like she just had a baby. Just had it. These guys, these athletes, and just their free willy-nilliness of just.
He's always got some shenanigans going on. They see him a mile away coming. He's just too simple to be caught up in this and not have. You know what I mean? I don't understand the accessibility still to his house. No locks changed, no security features, no live security.
Nothing.
At his property. Like
no condoms. Why are we not? Hey, there's a surgery. You can reverse it later on too. So you might as, just go for it. Get it in. Then you can do what you want to do and not worry about.
And he doesn't know. I feel like he's not familiarizing himself with these women that he's participating with to a certain degree to understand the magnitude to their levels of being upset. You know what I mean? And who knows what was gaslit to her to provoke her for this?
Absolutely. We
don't know the circumstances of why. We just know
and he
just
been with her the other night or two. Who knows?
Yeah, exactly. So we don't know the provocation of this.
Because men gonna do what men gonna do.
It's totally wrong to do, and you just gotta kind of be like, move on from this. You're not getting the man back. He's obviously moved on, but don't take it there. But it's just
don't.
It's interesting. It's wild.
Speaking of moving on, so Tyreek Hill and his wife, who have only been married about a year and a half now, almost 2 years, got into a dispute on Monday. She has since filed for divorce as of Tuesday. Here's the catcher. They had a baby in November. Her mom has been living with them since then for the grandchild, which I get. But I can only think like how hard it is to live with your mother or father-in-law for a long period of time. Like, I'm sure that stress don't help either. Anyways, they were getting into a verbal argument. He slammed a computer on the ground, took the baby from her, and walked out to the patio or whatever it is. And the grandma called the cops. And there was no physical altercation they could tell, but supposedly, and he's right. He's like, I just took my baby from her because it's my baby too. I can take her. But long story short, they've been going to counseling. I guess it's not working. And then after this happened, she went and filed for divorce, which I don't know. Isn't this like his 8th kid or something too?
It is. It is. But Tyreek Hill is a little can be wired at times. Like,
he got his
he's challenging the Olympian at that race, and just he's very intense of a person to a certain degree. But again, we don't know the circumstances of what started the argument, what set him off.
Don't. And I'm like I said, I already understand. Like if I had to live with in-laws for that long of a time, like, I'm gonna buy you the condo next door, or you'll be close, but you're not gonna be in the home with us 24/7.
But look at that. That was the same thing with Jeezy and Jenny May. Like they had her mother was in the house with them and all of that, and that's got wild. To be crazy stuff too. But why the computer got to get involved? Like, what the computer do to you?
Yeah, what the laptop do to you?
I mean, what the laptop do to you? Like, come on, laptop got hurt. This whole thing didn't do nothing.
Kente said these athletes have to realize you can freeze your sperm. You don't have to live in the 90s. I don't think they even care at this point. Like the money,
and the fact that they have the means, and it's fine if that's what you want to do. Plant your seed.
It's fine now, but what happens in 15 years when you're still paying for this child up until 18, and you don't get that same amount of money that you were getting, 5-10 years ago.
You don't.
All them kids gonna add up.
Yeah, it's already costing them, but I mean, I don't know.
It's already costing them.
It's just crazy. 8 kids. But this is men. This is, I guess, this is kind of going back to the days of them being the and they all and being men.
Well, they told them
it's okay to have all these kids and have your legacies and all this stuff. So whatever, guys.
It's definitely soiling.
Women get whatever you can from it. Make sure he's there for the dad. It provides for the dad. Don't spend the money. Just be a responsible parent going forward.
But is it ever that case?
Neither one of them are not making spouses for each other. Do not marry. Do not marry if it's not going to be, it's just going to be this.
I know.
Yeah.
Some Vegas sports real quick. I know we brought it briefly last week, but our Golden Knights are in the playoffs, which is dope.
Yes.
Yes. We did lose the Avalanche. I think it was yesterday or the day before in a shutout, which was crazy. But we also didn't have Eichel in. We didn't have Peter Angelo in. We didn't have Hagen. They were all sick or with injury. So hopefully once these playoff push starts, because NBA and NHL playoffs are like the same time.
Yeah, they
we
are.
both got like a week left of both. And then we got April, May, June, and it's championship time. Yeah.
Yep.
We got to talk about your Raiders because the Geno, all black Geno, had his first Raiders press conference.
And I loved it. I ain't even gonna make mad. I liked it. And
he had some shade for Seattle, and I was like, dang.
And I thought he was a very class act, very poised in this whole thing, and actually seems very sincere about playing with us. And my brother always like, well, this is the best quarterback we've had so far, and he hasn't even touched the field. I said, yeah, absolutely.
Well, and he's got the stats to follow. Like his numbers, people think that's like, I didn't want to get rid of him. Like not to just get Sam Darnold. I mean, that's not what I'm looking for.
Yeah, right. Absolutely.
Geno could have lasted a couple years with us, but anyways, here's a quick tidbit from that media day with him.
I think there is unfinished business, and I think, when people think about my story, Coach Carroll was a big part of that. He gave me an opportunity when not many people would have, and he saw, the hard work that I was putting in. He saw the things behind the scenes that I do that allowed me to get this opportunity. But to be able to play for him, and again to be a part of this organization, it means everything to myself and my family. I was just telling him, man, I'll run through a wall for him, and he knows that. And I'll do the same for my teammates and for this organization. And so I just want that to be, kind of who I am, and I want that to be the statement of who I am as the quarterback of this team.
I might want to say that I might hit that wall before you get there. Okay?
I've seen it. I've seen it.
Yeah, we probably have seen that too. I thought you had hit a wall and wasn't going to coach anymore. But I'm gonna take.
Hey, he misses the action. He misses the action. You know what?
And I feel like this may be the progression that we need. Time will tell. We'll see in August when we start and go from there. But in Geno we trust, and I'm just going to say it verbally. In Geno we trust, and I think it is something that he really wants to kind of prove here and give the dedication and hard work. And he's got a squad behind him. Now we'll see what the draft looks like because we still need to draft some key pieces.
Yes.
But
draft is the end of the month.
Yes. So yeah,
26th,
so we'll see.
I think April 26th.
Yeah, April 26th. Yeah. So we're going to see how those pieces come together, see what Pete Carroll's coaching brings and the coaching staff. And Let's go, Raider Nation. Let's do this. I'm sick of these.
I'm not mad at it. Like, I'm excited to go catch a game. You know what I mean? Like, I want to see the team
literally
go.
the collab T-shirt you can make and wear to the
I
game.
know. I already got my black Seahawks hat. Like, we're good. Like, I'm blending in with Raider Nation.
Like that mock-up that Mike Dixon made. Like, maybe make one of those. I don't know. Like,
oh, I gotta see it. Mike Dixon hasn't hit me to show me the mock-up.
Oh yeah, I thought it was the one where it was the emblem, like the Seahawks colors and the emblem of the Raiders.
Oh no, that's right. Yeah, the gray. That you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
It had the the Las Vegas. Yeah, that'd be good.
That would.
Our Vegas Thrill. You know, our volleyball team here. They've got country night tomorrow. Vegas Thrill free cowboy hats. I think it's for like the first 2,000 or 1,500 fans. You can also buy tickets right now for half off. The links in our story on Instagram. 50% off all the tickets for tomorrow. It's at Lee's Family Forum. 7 o'clock, but at 5:30, they got $2 drinks and line dancing at the bar there at the Tilt Yard. So
I like that.
Go
That's
early.
Cool.
Get your little country on.
Yeah,
they also have an island night. They have an island night, which is next Sunday. So that'll be cool too. Zippies. Yes. I still forget that we have Zippies here and I need to get out there, but
yeah, you do.
Anyways, our Lights beat Orange County FC last Saturday and they're back here again next week and weekend. So if you buy a ticket for Saturday the 19th, you'll also get a free ticket for Wednesday the 16th.
Okay.
Maybe we'll have to do that one. I don't know.
We may have to do that. Yeah. $1 hot dogs.
$1 hot dogs, pet bandana giveaway. Oh, it's a pet night on like the canine. You know, Tilly ain't going Tilly gonna be wearing her muzzle, freaking everybody out, probably. We'll see. Too much. We'll just go look.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. But shout out to the Las Vegas Lights. Shout out to the podcast that they have, because I sent that to you and I didn't even know they did a pod. And I think it's like
I got it right here. I did not realize there was a Las Vegas Lights pod. It's called the Lights Lounge. They're already on episode 4, and this is what their CEO Sean McIntosh, who literally looks like he's 30 years old. But
right.
As someone who loves the game, what do you feel like promotion relegation would add to this league?
When I was in Italy, I was the American kid. Yeah. And when I was in the US, I was that Italian kid. From the moment I was introduced to the business side of sport and the opportunity to have a career in it, there was no questions what I wanted to do.
And you get the opportunity to come here and be CEO. Why was it the right move for you at that time?
It's a lot of the going home being like, is this what I want to do for the rest of my life?
What is the process of designing a kit? How does this come to life from the computer screen?
Undoubtedly, like our full intent is to be in Division 1.
I'm loving
full intent is to be Division
1.
Yes. And
they're on their way, because did they not go to a USL championship? Yeah, like I mean,
they got in the playoffs last year, which they made a good run in the playoffs. But you know, now that they're trying to get that D1 league in, it's
right.
All we need is the field.
All we need is a new field, and you know, Cashman is still for sale. So any takers for that, please go ahead and do us a favor, take that on, so these Lights can have a nice home stand to play in a good field. You know. I know you were a big baseball girl this past weekend. I know you had the Aces night, which was on Friday. Yes.
Buckets was out there kicking it. I was still a little disappointed that we didn't see any players there, but
but we were in NCAA.
It was like, it was March Madness. I get it.
March Madness.
But
I get the introduction to the new assistant coach throughout the first pitch.
Yeah, so that was
video
cool.
of that. I meant to send it to you. So that was cool.
Okay.
And then, you know, for 2,000 fans or with ticket vouchers, you get the jersey. So that was a good night.
Mine's still in the car. I got to grab it.
That's okay. But I got your jersey. So, yeah.
Thank you.
You can wear that
the Saturday, Clark County employees got to have a family night. So, of course, we had a great time. We kicked it out there. Got to see Spruce.
Yeah, Spruce
Vegas. Yes.
Spruce
food, hot dogs, chips, the waters, the sodas. It was a great time.
It was.
So shout out to the Aviators for having that, as well as Clark County. Sometimes little perks happen, you know.
Shout out to County. Like, that was great. Thanks for having me.
It was good. Thanks.
Yeah.
They got a couple more events coming up. Jackie Robinson Day is on the 15th. The doodle night is on the 16th. So I know you know our girl Cynthia. She most likely she gonna be there with Buddy on doodle night. Ohana night, another Ohana night, is gonna be on the 17th here at the Aviators, and they got a lot more promotions. You just gotta go to their Instagram, but there's a handful of stuff coming up.
That's good. And it was actually nice out there. The weather wasn't too bad. It wasn't too windy. The evening games do rock. I'm not sure on Saturday's game if they beat Sacramento River Cats, but I know Friday night they were strong after the 5th inning to beat them. But I don't know. We left a little early for Saturday, so I don't know what that end score ended up being. But I was loving the comeback for Aces night. Like, that was great because we were down 4-0. We had no runs in. Just after that 5th inning, it just turned on. So
that's great.
Great
that's
action.
Really good. You can't beat that. You know.
No.
And
7,000 fans that night. That was a lot of fans. 7,300 for that night.
There was a lot.
So there's a lot. Yeah.
There was a lot. We gotta go to the Aces because some news dropped this last week with our Aces. You know, for me, I was really excited about this pickup in the off season.
Yeah.
And come to find out, Cheyenne Parker-Tyus is expecting their second baby. So congratulations to her.
Right.
She was playing overseas while pregnant, and then Aces signed her. So she's gonna be missing like the first 3 months of the season.
Okay.
So here's 2 things. One, we'll have her in the second half of the season. Hopefully everything goes great. Baby's healthy. She's in shape because she's been still working out, ready to go.
Good.
The second thing is, what is this like? How is Derica looking at this right now? Because from Cheyenne's perspective, like, the Aces family has been great. It was a very fulfilling conversation to have with the organization. Like, you know, the energy that she's been given as a player in regards to this happen. I mean, everything seems like it's positive and great for her. And, you know, or did the Aces just learn their lesson?
That's what I was just about to say. Maybe they learned the lessons of the Derica thing and realized she was pregnant, and let's not touch that and go through that again.
I mean, I'm sure this might have been something they asked prior to her signing her, but at
the end of the day, it's the same scenario, and they don't want to go there. You know what I mean?
Well, she's also a great player. She's a big.
Right.
We need another big. She's powerful. So it's all, you know, again.
And Derica wasn't a bad player either. I think it's just the situation and circumstances. And again, we don't know at what great lengths because we don't know what was said and how that dynamic.
We need the tell-all to come out at some point.
We need the transcripts of that whole situation, but we don't have it. And to your point, I was under the second impression that maybe they were like, okay, she's pregnant. We're not going to do this. We're going to support her. She'll be back second half of the season. And listen, for the players that we kept, all I got to say is step the F up. We can't be relying on everybody that we got in, including Jewel Lloyd. We know we got Chelsea, we got Jackie, we got Asia, but Kia Stokes, Kristen Bell, like all y'all returning, step up.
We saw Christina Evans that came.
Christina Evans, Queen, like step up. That's all I'm saying. Like, I don't want us to.
We want to chip again. Like, we're spoiled.
Right.
We have now had 2. We want 3.
Back-to-back action that we had didn't have the last time, and we need to be back there again. Like, we need to always be in the conversation going forward as long as we have Asia Wilson. I'm sorry.
Absolutely. Miss Bolandi learned their lesson. Hopefully they have to handle it.
They did. Clearly they did, because her
they had to
said it all. Absolutely.
They had to. They had to.
Sports. Yeah. They definitely did. I agree. Yeah.
Speaking of our Aces, because the core 4 was out for Final Four. They were all in Tampa. They were practicing together. They were hitting the parties together, looking great. So
yes,
that's team building right there. And Asia was out there in full force, dressed to the nines.
Can we say the level of clothing now this woman is getting into is so long overdue? And so much better.
That suit, especially. Like, oh my God.
I mean, every look is a hit. There is not a miss.
Between stylists, between band, I mean, everything. More time in Miami, possibly. I don't know.
More time at Paris Fashion Week and literally seeing what fashion is supposed to be. Absolutely. And getting inspired and having the right connections. You know, and the level that she needs to be as far as all of that is on par. Like, it's about doggone time. She looks so much better. So much better in her wardrobe.
Oh man. Miss Bondi did mention that Cheyenne was better after the birth of her first child. So hopefully, maybe after 2.
Well, like you said, to your point, if she's been working out and conditioning and doing everything she needs to do,
an athlete's body is ready. Yeah, they ready.
So you know,
we'll be excited.
Second half might be the clutch type of season that we need her, especially when we go on our postseason
Absolutely,
run or whatever.
we need the
so
playoffs.
She might be right on top for us. Yeah.
Not
mad at it.
The Aces are doing some new, I won't say fundraising, but they're selling some new items to hopefully get some more revenue going. So for $35, you can get your message on the Jumbotron. You got to schedule it 5 days in advance, but for $35, your message can be.
I feel like that's sold out for the season
on the Jumbotron. For I don't think it is. I feel like you just got to give a heads up before the game. The second one, buckets will come to your seat. Buckets will visit you in your seat for $75. Again, schedule 5 days in advance. You'll get a seat visit from him, a photo opportunity, as well as an Aces fan pack. So that means if you're mad, Buckets ain't coming to you up on the upper level, you can schedule it. He can come see you, your kids, get the photo op, get a Aces fan pack and make it happen.
That'd be cute.
That would be cute. And then the third one, you know how they be doing those signs in the clubs when your bottle's coming?
Yeah, I like that.
You can get the book and in-seat celebration. This one I think is the best bang for your buck. It's $100. You get a visit from Aces Entertainment. There'll be the wild card or the high roller crew. I'm requesting the high roller crew.
Yeah, right.
High roller crew's coming and buckets. The photo op, a signed Aces item, and you get the message on the sign with them, walking it up to you and confetti.
I love that.
Isn't that cute?
I love that.
$100 really ain't like you spend that at the concession stand.
I mean, I don't know. We're in a recessional time now. I don't know what it's going to be looking like. But at the same time, if you got 4 seats and everybody pitch in 25 and put a group name on there and make it happen, there you go.
Happy birthday. Happy anniversary. Will you marry me? Any of those things.
Yeah. You can make it happen. There's ways. But yeah, I think that's great promotion for them. I think it's great.
I can't wait to see the first one. I'm going to be jazzed when I see that first sign pop out. Like, woo!
Right. I like that. Mm-hmm. and I have a question as far as the $35 message. How many seconds does it last on the Jumbotron for you to see?
I don't know. I feel like when we've seen them before, when they're mentioning groups or whatever that come in, I feel like it's only there for like a few seconds. Like it's probably like 5 seconds. You get your name called.
I just wasn't sure how long they keep it up on there. That's my only question to ask on that. But $35 isn't bad. But just wondering what the time looks like on that. Just sit it up there.
Yeah, no. Kente mentioned if we're going to the NFL draft in Green Bay. No. No. If it was in Vegas again, listen, that was such a good time.
We've been there, done that with draft. My monumental moment was meeting Bo Jackson and getting a picture with him. I think that's the memory I need to keep. I don't know, foresee myself going to any other future drafts unless I take it international and want to do it somewhere like in London or wherever like that.
Or Brazil or
Brazil or whatever. Yeah, maybe, or Mexico City. Like maybe those will be the aspire to, but Green Bay.
I want to go to Green Bay for a game, but not in the winter.
If that. Yeah. But why? No. But have at it. No.
Yeah, enjoy it. Root on those Hawks for me. Root them on. The WNBA draft is on Monday. As we learned from last year in Caitlin Clark, not only are you going straight from Final Fours, NCAA championships, you're going straight into the NBA draft within basically a week. After 1 month later, the regular season for the league starts. So no time off for Paige, no time off for Pow and whoever the ladies are joining in the draft. The draft is going to be this coming Monday, 4:30 Pacific time. I know they got the big hall now, so they got a lot more people that are going to be able to be there. It's going to be a good look.
Yeah, it is.
Are really, really.
Since all the other stars that we just thought were going to just kind of go on over, decided to keep their NIL money going and say, how much stay?
Hey, listen,
and I can't be mad at that, Flajay. I can't be mad at you.
I know people who say that, instead of NILs, they'll get endorsements and sponsorships, but I don't think when you're the highest of like one of the top in your college team, that you're going to get that same money being like the lowest of your
on a WNBA.
And plus, some of these girls don't even make the team because we have one new team this year, the Valkyries.
Right
now, a lot of them waiting and taking one more year, you got 2 teams coming in 2026. That's perfect time where there's more slots available.
Absolutely.
Of course.
Got that.
And why not make more money? Why not take the next year to make that money?
Yeah, exactly.
Why not? Speaking of the Valkyries, new partnership with Sephora.
I know. I thought that was so cool.
It's so, especially because after that Netflix show, was it Netflix that had it on?
I'm not sure.
Remember the basketball show?
Yeah. Which basketball show are you talking?
With Kate Hudson. Is it Hudson? Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was the LA basketball franchise. Well, her pitch was to Sephora, like, you need to come sponsor this, because you're going to have a whole bunch of new eyes. And this literally has come to fruition. Sephora has their name on the new Valkyries Performance Center, which is in Oakland. It's their training facilities. So that's big.
I'm all for it because it's beauty and it's the makeup line and it attracts the women to come, you know.
And they also kind of taken a page off of Unrivaled, because Unrivaled had that sponsorship too. So I am mad at it. Not mad at it. We also got the news. Elena Deladon is retiring. She's calling it quits. I think we all knew that this was
it's time.
But quite a career.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Yeah.
One of the most feared bigs, you know, at that time. And
absolutely.
The Mystics were on top of the world at one point with Elena being there, and
they were definitely on top.
Yeah, so
they'll get back there. You never know. Yeah. One thing she did mention though, which I love, and I think this needs to be printed on a shirt: if you're not putting your dollars or marketing behind women, it's just lip service.
I agree, 1000%.
Because there's a lot of people that want to talk about the WNBA, that want to talk about women's sports, but they're not putting any of their money. They're not investing. They're not buying, the merch. They're not buying the season tickets. They're not, whatever you got to do. They're not promoting them on their podcasts, on their shows, anything. So until you do
that's why I was shocked that, a lot of cosmetic lines, Maybelline and any of those under Estee Lauder brand did not reach out for sponsorship deals with a lot of these WNBA teams or any of the athleisure wear that are catered to women or any of that to get, I don't know.
But yet you've got Skims on men's basketball courts.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, right. That part.
Yeah.
That part.
Okay. All right. I can't even put this in the Aces column anymore because she's no longer an Aces.
Post that she had, and I'm like, okay, dog class.
Kelsey Plum's dog class is back in action for 2025. She's got some dingers in there.
Yes, she does.
One thing she doesn't have an actual dog. She don't got a husky in there, which I was a little kind of like, dang. Like, we got a couple of great girls, if not more, on our team. And I was thinking, like, are we going to get a husky on there to beat a dog in the dog class?
You would have thought you would have gotten somebody from UW at least
you would think. Hopefully.
But she's going for the top tier talent, I guess, to a certain degree. But they won't be top tier if you don't include them in the conversation.
We Big Ten. We top tier. They got a girl in there from Harvard. I'm not saying she's not great.
Maybe she want to do it. Maybe she was like, "Nah, I got my own thing. I don't know." But why wouldn't you? I don't know.
Why wouldn't you?
She should have made that a prerequisite. Like,
they just did a whole game and tribute and jersey retirement for you. Like, let's go. So we'll see.
And she should have made that adamantly clear. Like, I got to get somebody from my alma mater.
The Hall of Fame class of 2025 has been announced. Sue Bird, Maya Moore, Carmela Anthony, Sylvia Foles, Dwight Howard.
Love it.
And a few coaches. I love it. Dwight Howard also just signed with Big Three, too, for Big Three.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I love it. But he had a little situation, too, as well, domestic with a girlfriend and some love triangle type stuff recently. But not taken away. I'm happy for Carmelo Anthony. It's long overdue. I was very excited to hear him entering higher.
And Maya Moore too.
Maya Moore definitely long.
She's been out the league for a while. Like
long overdue for Maya to be there. She's in the conversation all day when it comes to WNBA. She's probably one of the first few greats that I think of when I think of WNBA. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited for Sue. Like, this is going to be a good class. I'm excited. It's going to be
so. That being said, since Sue got in this fast, I'm pretty sure that next year it's going to be like Diana's going to get in there.
Oh, yeah, Diana's going to be there. Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be nice. They need to put her in. Yeah, for sure.
All right. So we officially have 1 week left of the NBA regular season. Yes. I've really been slacking on my NBA watching, but I did watch the Luka game tonight, of course. Dallas threw him the biggest welcome home ever. Like, everybody had a shirt that was written in Slovenian. It said, "Thank you for everything."
Yeah.
They had a full-on video before the game, which is a good like 5 minutes.
Right.
And he got so emotional. I cried. I was like, "Oh my God."
I mean, it's an emotional time anytime he goes back to the home arena, especially an arena he thought he'd never leave. You know, he thought that was going to be his home base, you know.
But you never see that kind of emotion on men, especially right before a game. So I was just like, "Oh my God." Now I
mean, you do when it's a jersey retirement, but the welcome back, I mean, this is, again,
welcome backs are never warm.
But this was a shocking situation. Absolutely. He was never supposed to leave Dallas. This was, he cried when he left. He's going to cry when he comes in. It's to be expected. He never thought he was going to leave Dallas. The fans.
And then went and dropped 30 on him in the first half.
Yeah, well, that's what you got to do, too. You know, you got to say, this is what we do.
He's like, screw these tears. I'm still going to show you.
I'm still going to play and show you why Nico is a monster for doing what he did.
So I don't even know. I mean, I know we still have games to play. I know the Nuggets are still coming up. I know the Warriors are still coming up. But from there's 4 teams, 4 through 7, with the same record. They're all 47 and 32. This hasn't happened since 1978-79 when 4 teams in one conference had the exact same record through 79 games.
Well, I'm not surprised. We've been sitting on this toggle with, especially because I've been watching the Warriors as well, because they'll be up, and they were 4th seed at one point, and then they dropped because they took a couple L's, but they won their game.
I mean, everybody wants that 3rd and 4th seed. Everybody wants that 5th and 6th. Otherwise, you're in the play-ins.
It's a fight.
And those play-ins.
And this is a revenge too, because the night before, the game before, when got ejected, they reversed the ejection and all of that. I mean, it was just too much. Like, you know, for him to be Luka get ejected in that game was just absolutely ridiculous.
Dumb. It was. He literally scored a shot and like looked at the bench.
And then what was the ref trying to do? Manipulate.
I want to know what the words were. What were the words? I mean, I don't know.
We knew OKC was going to come back in another second game because we beat up the first game. We knew that this was going to be something, but just to eject a guy to manipulate that outcome was just kind of crazy and wild to me. But again, what a fabulous game tonight. What a welcome back to him. Again, he never expected to leave. Like, this is very emotional.
Never.
And I saw the shirts, and I still think #FireNico is still in full effect. But it's just crazy that this man is in an arena that he's not there and didn't expect to be. Not be, you know?
Speaking of firings, though, how are you?
Yeah, I'm floored.
How the Nuggets are in 4th place, or were in 4th place. They fire their head coach and their general manager because they're not renewing the contract just days before the regular season ends.
Because the coach wants to coach up his team and get into their butts if they're not doing well, and that certain players are upset and sensitive over that. That's what you're mad
stop
about?
Being sensitive. Like, you
Joker wasn't mad. They said Joker didn't really have much to do with it. He understood Mike Maloney. He's had words with him in the past, but respected him as a coach.
But it's work. This is what happens at work.
$30 million contracts. Y'all getting in y'all feelings over him going off and telling y'all to play up. This man brought y'all a championship. This is crazy to me.
Just had a championship.
Yeah, is this what we're looking at? These prima donna players that you can't talk to them a certain
But why
way
was the rumor like they're looking to interview Carmelo Anthony for the job? Like,
Carmelo don't want it. Why would you want it after that? That's crazy as heck. The thing of it is to get rid of Mike Malone makes absolutely no sense.
Crazy.
And I'm in agreement with
I need to know there was something else happening behind the scenes. We need to know what that was. There's got to be. We've seen coaches do a lot worse that have jobs.
What did he say to them that was so egregious to lose his job?
What did he say to the owner? What did he say to, like, who above you did you?
Why did you go? Like, from what I understand, it was on the players. The players were having issues with him in the locker room. I need to know what those issues were for this man to leave.
They were saying like they didn't feel that they were giving Jokic and Murray like too much time, too much attention. Like, well, those are your star players.
Yeah, you got a captain and co-captain of your team that are bringing you to the position that you're at.
Like,
if you can't play up, I mean, what? Aaron Gordon's in that conversation too. Like, he plays up as well. Like, I don't understand. And you're getting paid. Regardless of your minutes or not, your contract is multi-billion.
Multi-million.
I was shocked about that. I couldn't. I just was like, eyes. I sent it to the Threets family group chat, like Mike Malone, or my brother, I think, sent it off. Somebody sent it, and all of us were just big eyes, big eye emoji, big eye. Like, we're mind blown. Like,
that's like you just landed the biggest deal and then got rid of your salesperson.
Like, everybody was taken back from this. They were like, what? Like, mid-season, like, you're ending the season, not even mid-season.
Not even mid, you're heading into the playoffs.
Fourth-seeded team headed to the playoffs, and you lose your valuable coach. Come on, that means Denver ain't going nowhere. We can knock them on out.
Championship, like, come on.
We can knock them on out. Then that means they ain't going nowhere, so that's fine.
That's wild.
Great. I don't have to put them on my ticket.
Now, will Jokic leave if they don't get a coach that he likes? Will he be up and out and finding somewhere else to go? I don't know.
I think he's forever Denver. It's just a matter of coaching, but I don't think they're gonna get to anywhere too far without Mike Malone being there. You know, they got the assistant coaching interim. We'll see. We'll see what the rest of the postseason looks like for them.
We shall see. You know what it means also, if we're nearing the end of the we're nearing the end of the regular season, playoffs are coming. This is the final season for the NBA on TNT.
Yeah.
Even though they are supposedly going over to ESPN, it's not going to be the same.
It's not.
But one thing that will be the same, most likely, is Charles. He was ranking on the ESPN not too long ago, and I was loving it.
I mean, it's going to be interesting how that relationship works and develops with all of that.
Yeah. Here's the Charles Barkley Pop the Balloon segment that you sent me, which I found hilarious.
Hilarious, right?
Hilarious. So here's a quick minute of just that.
Hey, what's up, everyone? We're in the lovely city of San Antonio, and we have the person who loves San Antonio the most. Well, we'll see. Come on up. Well, wow. That was rude. Give us your name. I'm Charles Wade Barkley. Listen, gonna go down the line and we're gonna see why everyone popped that. Hey, you believe stuff you hear on television?
Yes, I do.
Next.
I honestly am not a fan of churros, but I've heard that he likes to wolf them down.
I do. You got to get it with the caramel sauce. What's your name?
My name is Lana.
Lana.
And I just like my men with more muscle. Do you think Shaq is available?
Shaq ain't got no muscles, number one. Shaq just big.
Let's be real, you don't even have any rings, so I can't trust that you're going to give me one if you don't even have any.
Wow. Wow. It's a good thing I'm not sensitive. What's your name?
Loida. And I popped my balloon because, I mean, have you seen his golf swing?
Florida. That's a low blow.
Got him with the rings, though. You don't even got any rings.
That was a great epic. Yeah. You ain't got no ring, so how you gonna promise me a ring? How you gonna get a ring for me? That's an excellent question, by the way.
Oh my God. Hey, shout out to my boy Jabari. He was watching on Instagram. He said that Nuggets head coach probably must have been flirting with players' wives or mamas, you know, because that is one thing that could get you let go.
Mike Malone?
Joke, you know. Because it had to be something crazy. It has to be something wild.
Go to another team, and he's got a Big Mac to deal, a contract. I'm sure he's gonna get his bread guarantee. But where does he land next? Please don't take him out of the West. I would like to see him go to Golden State, if I'm being perfectly honest. But they're not trying to get rid of Steve Kerr. But we're gonna see what happens after this postseason.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah,
I gotta show some dog love. Okay, because can we just talk about Tyrese Halliburton and his little doodle? He made his own shoes for his doodle, which is
and the texture is like that.
It's like Fozzie. It's like Fozzie the bear almost on the sneakers. So cute. As we transition into baseball, of course, you know, one of the first dogs at the park at the Mariners T-Mobile Park happened, and of course, it's filled with dogs, and I wish I.
Oh,
I know.
We love it.
So cute.
Love it.
The team you used to like in baseball.
Well, we're not talking about it, so we don't have to. So you can move right on.
They did the visit, but here's what I was thinking. I was hoping they were going to lose again tonight. That way, they would have got swept by the Nationals as punishment for going to that,
but they didn't. They actually won their games.
Well, they lost the series though.
They lost the series though. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. And you know, Freddie Freeman was not there, and they were saying, well, Freddie Freeman was standing his ground, but it wasn't that. Freddie Freeman was coming off of injury, so he was one of the players. And there was another.
Shohei looked a little too happy to be there.
Yeah. And one of the other players who did not attend did post on Instagram that he is at his Brown house. So he was not in attendance.
Standing 10 toes down.
Standing 10 toes down in his shade, and I loved it. But yeah, whatever. Moving on.
It's okay.
Good luck this season.
Oh, man. In some sad news, though, I don't know what this nightclub in DR was made out of. When you sent it to me, there was like 58. When I first saw it, it was like 17. This morning, it was up to 98. I don't even know if it went even higher.
Oh,
the nightclub roof in DR collapsed. 2 former Major League Baseball players, Tony Blanco, as well as the World Series champ Octavio Batel, both perished in this, as well as I've seen some other people come out and say like about someone, so-and-so's sister and so-and-so's this. That is wild.
It's tragic. It's very tragic. And I don't know if that was just poor infrastructure, but what gave way, we don't know.
Was it old? Was it overcapacity?
Oh man, just the devastation of that. And to your point, I mean, when I sent it to you, it was like 53, 54 people, now 98. I mean, I'm just getting the news.
And that was this morning. I don't know if something's even changed since then.
Wow.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. And we lost 2 legends in the process of that. So very sad day for MLB.
Tell your people you love them no matter what, because you never know when it's your time these days. And
I mean, it's a great travel time for the Dominicans. So to be up in there in that club and partying and living your best life, and for that to happen, you just never know. It's just devastating, very heartbreaking. Yeah,
devastating. Not a lot in the NFL. Of course, we had a crazy free agency start. There wasn't a lot happening, but apparently Trey Lance is heading to the Chargers.
Yeah, I saw that. That's gonna be interesting.
I mean, Dallas obviously isn't using him because they still have their money on Dak, which is crazy.
And Dak they trust, whatever.
Have you seen that meme?
So it's fine. Keep having Dak. Don't make no changes.
Did you see the meme? Because they got the dire wolves that have been extinct for like 10,000 years.
They're bringing the dire wolves back. Yeah.
The dire wolves back, and they've come back before Dak win a playoff game.
Yeah. Jesus.
It's so wild. But there are a lot of wide receiver free agents still.
I saw that, but
these names, I mean, except for OBJ.
Luck is probably the only one I probably would get into. I mean, the rest of them. Odell too.
Keenan Allen's been all right. I mean, he's had his moments.
We're going into a younger situation with wide receivers being in that draft.
But look at these ones. You got Boyd, Elijah Moore. Like, there's still a lot out there. Granted, I don't know if they're
going to get picked up, though. I think they're going to get picked up. When we see the draft and we see the results of that, I think some will definitely get picked up for year signing or so. But yeah.
We shall see.
Amari Cooper, I'm sorry. I feel like go ahead and pack that on up.
But Keenan Allen's he's injury prone-ish, but I feel like maybe he could be just stuck in Chicago. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Before we leave, we got Girl Power. We got Girl Power to discuss. Our girl Billie Jean, the queen, got her own Hollywood Walk of Fame. So the important thing is,
for her too.
You said what?
I like who was in attendance for her too.
Who was there?
Flavor Flav was there.
What?
And Magic Johnson was there.
Of course.
All cheering her on. And I thought that was so cool. To see
she is the first woman in sports to receive a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. I'm sorry, there's only one. There's only one, and that's her. Maybe we could speed this up, guys. Oh, you muted herself. There you go.
Very cool.
What'd you say?
Very cool. I thought that was great.
But the only one, like that's it. I don't know. It's crazy. Also, we got to give it up to Juju Watkins, Wooden Award winner for 2025. Looking forward to her rehabilitation, getting back on this court, making things happen. What also I didn't realize when I was watching the UCLA in this tournament, Gabrielle Jaquez, who of course her brother played for UCLA too and is in the league. She is a dual sport. She played softball and basketball. So she went to the World Series with the UCLA softball team in 2024. And then of course was in Final Four with the Bruins in 2025. So
Yeah, that is so phenomenal. I thought that was great to see.
It's hard enough to do one sport in college, but you doing two. Like,
yeah, or Bo Jackson and Deion Sanders swag on. I kind of like it.
And last but not least, Denver is getting a new women's national sports, a new women's soccer team. They got a whole new stadium they're building. It's coming in 2026. They've already got 10,000 season ticket deposits. Good. Denver wants this. Look at that picture on the right. Look at that stadium. They're trying to also get a World Cup probably here too, since the World Cup's
that's a money for sure. And Denver's long overdue to see an MSL come over, or the National Women's Soccer League come through. Yeah, it's perfect.
That's huge. That outranks any of them that I've seen out in. Well, except for the Kansas City one had a good one too, but there aren't too many that get built just for women's soccer.
Yeah, I like that.
So huge shout out to them. Yeah. Anyways, that's our show. Yay. Thanks for being tapped in on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. If you're just catching the end of it, feel free to watch the replay on Facebook, or you can go to our YouTube channel at GirlChatSports. Hit subscribe. Watch it. Or of course, you can always listen to it. For those that do listen to it, we appreciate you. You're the real OGs. You just don't get to see all the cool stuff that we're posting throughout the show. So that's it for us. We appreciate you.
Yes. Till next time. Thank you guys so much for tapping in.
Till next time. All right. Bye.
We're out.